Hello guys, as you already know, the new patch was released recently and I already played 150 games this season and I want to answer all your questions about this patch, tell what is meta, what is not meta, how to rotate now with Rome because the Rome was changed, how to build Revamped Alice, if Obsidia is OP or not, counters of Obsidia. So now I will read the patch and explain you everything as I read. Let's go. And the first thing I want to talk about is Revamped Alice, where she should go and how to build her. First of all, she should go X-Plane. Not jungle, not mid lane. Not jungle because she's farming too slow, not mid lane because she doesn't have enough damage for a mage. Now she is more kind of initiator tank that heals a lot, that can be a front lane for her team and a good initiator as well. So I asked few players about Alice builds, I asked global Alices and just good explainers about how to build Alice and what are counters to those heroes. So the first person I asked was Mai. She was global Alice. She's a friend of mine and she was global Alice before, and now she is playing Alice with almost 90% win rate, not almost, like 94% win rate in rank. And she told me her build for Alice. So her build is building magic boots first item. I mean, first of all, you go this part of Clock of Destiny, then you go magic boots, then you build full Clock of Destiny, then you go concentrated energy and Queen Wings, Oracle, and last item is defense item, whatever you want, guys. What emblems does she use? She uses tank emblem, of course, with vitality for more HP. Second emblem can be tenacity or festival of blood. You can try both. And third emblem is temporal rain for faster cooldown of her skills after she ultis. That's important because sometimes you just cannot retreat from fight, and a lot of players complained about long cooldown on her skills, so temporal rain may help with it. What are the problems with Alice? She is quite weak early game. For example, heroes like Yu Zhong can dominate her a little bit in early game, but later, after you buy few items, like after you buy Clock of Destiny at least, you will be able to tank that Yu Zhong. Of course, you can consider buying Dreadnought armor if you really need it. Yeah, so overall, Alice can stay on XP lane. Right now, I think she's like A tier XP laner. Not for every game, but can be really useful in team fights. Also, there are a little bit different builds for Alice that I saw from other explainers. There is a build with magic boots, concentrated energy, so without Clock of Destiny, and then like brute force breastplate, queen wings, oracle, and last item can be defense item or winter crown. Emblems are the same, even though you can try brave smite as well for Alice, but I don't know, temporal rain seems really good for her. There is also a third build for Alice that you should know is just full tank build. So magic boots and full tank, brute force, queen wings, dreadnought armor if you need it from some physical heroes that have skills, and you know, oracle, and maybe, I don't know. You should just buy items that you need. Twilight armor or a fiend's shield, depends on enemy composition what you will need. Your job in fight is just to initiate, wait for your team, initiate. You do not have much damage, so right now Alice should team play with her team. Don't forget about that. Make a good initiation, be a front lane for your team, let your team deal damage, let your team destroy enemies, then go back. Be careful in early game because she's kind of a little bit weak early game on XP lane. And yeah, and don't forget that you should take Flicker, by the way, as a spell it should be Flicker, or Vengeance, but with Vengeance it's quite hard to escape a team fight or initiate with your ultimate, because with your ultimate you can do some combos like first skill, press ultimate, first skill, Flicker, and your ulti can reach really far. With Vengeance you will not be able to do that. It's just like with Phoveus. If you take Phoveus with Vengeance, you are kind of like just a tank that stays in fight and tanks a lot of damage. But maybe in some fights you will need a Vengeance so keep that in mind. Yeah, and guys, I forgot to tell you why tank build for Alice, because her heal right now, her regeneration scales with her HP. So you should build tank, you should take tank emblem because it's most profitable emblem for Alice. That's why we take vitality, and that's why we build tank. So that's why Alice is built tank right now. And the next thing I want to talk about with you guys is roam adjustments. I saw a lot of players don't know how to play roam in this patch, especially on my low ranks. I mean, I'm mythical honor right now, but they still don't know how to roam and what are the roam adjustments. So let me read it and explain you what happened with roam and what you should do right now. First of all, they added some new things to roam. Now, if you go into enemy jungle at the start of the game and show enemy positions, you will get 30 gold and 60 EXP. And if you will show like 4 enemies, you will get level 2 instantly. Second of all, now, if you don't want to show enemies or you have a hero that cannot show enemies, you can still clear waves with your mid lane, because now you will independently get half of the gold and XP from minions if you are taking creeps with your mid laner. So instead of wasting your time, guys, in jungle helping your jungler to take buffs, you either go and show enemy's position in jungle, or you go skip mid wave with your mid laner. Or at least, I don't know, go gold lane. Maybe you will be more useful there. Just whatever, just do not waste your time in your jungle. That's basically all you need to know about roam right now. And of course, you should know that after second minute of game, no one can buy roam boots now. So only roam will have boots right now. The roaming boots, I mean. And that's all, yeah. That's all about roam. Don't forget to show enemies or farm with your mid laner. If I'll see another roam that farms jungle with me on some fucking Florine, I will find that Florine. I will evaporate her. Talking about other battlefield adjustments, there are quite a little bit of changes to boots that doesn't really matter. They do not change gameplay really much. There is some changes to Affin's shield and blade armor that also doesn't matter, so I will not talk about it. There is one more kind of significant change, that right now after 8 minutes of match, gold gained is not 6 per 2 seconds, right, but 8. And minions and creeps gold gained from minions and creeps are reduced by some 12 and 7%. So what does it matter? What does it mean? I mean, it means that now it's somehow a little bit easier to come back, because if you are losing, you cannot farm creeps, enemies are dominating all over the map, but you are getting more gold, so you will farm your items and maybe try to come back. That's the only significant change that I see here on a battlefield. And also right now, like first 2 minutes of game, your roam cannot steal your buff, so even if your roam takes buff will still be yours. So maybe less trolls at the start of the game. And that's all about battlefield adjustments for now. Now let's talk about the new hero, Obsidia. And I have not much to tell you about that hero, but I don't think she's gonna be super meta right now, because a lot of high rank players that I asked tell me that meta heroes like Harris, Granger, Van Van, and Moscow really counter Obsidia. So she's kind of weak early game hero, and it's easy to dominate her on lane. That's why probably pro players will not prioritize her picking. But in random rank, I recommend banning that hero if you really don't want any cancer hero in late game, because late game Obsidia can one-shot even tanks. It's really hard to catch her, it's really hard to focus her, because you need to like CC her with everything you have, and she may still escape while dealing tons of damage just. So probably in random rank like solo, duo, or trio, you can ban Obsidia, but in 5Q and on pro scene, you will not see Obsidia picked much. Again, heroes like Harris, Granger, Moscow, and Van Van have a good laning versus Obsidia, so pick them if you have Obsidia enemy. And now let's talk about hero adjustments. I will just read heroes and tell you if they became OP or that adjustment doesn't really matter. So the first hero here is Angela, and yes, she became OP. Her ultimate cooldown is only 20 seconds. Worst ban in 5Q, worst ban in solo, worst ban everywhere. And you will see pro players banning Angela too, I guess. Florine doesn't really change anything. She still heals a lot. Bane became easier to play, but his magic build is not suitable for jungle. Maybe gold lane or mid lane will be picked sometimes, but magic build of Bane for jungle is bad because he farms really slow. I guess it's not that OP because you don't really want Bane or you don't want Bane on mid lane or gold lane. Sometimes you need a marksman, you need a damage dealer. So do not overuse it on gold lane. Talking about his physical build, yeah, right now it's easier to ulti because it stuns faster without force wing. So yeah, it's just easier to play Bane. He will not become OP, he will be on the same tier because of just meta, but he is easier to play, so if you are Bane main, it's good for you. Tamus is really tanky right now, dealing a lot of damage, but I haven't seen one Tamus that built something different and became OP. He's still dying in fights, it's still hard to catch enemies with Tamus, so I guess he will not become OP, but maybe pro players will give some other builds, so I wait for pro players to do that, but I don't think Tamus will become OP. Sylvana, nothing really changed, still the same Sylvana. Cheap, just small adjustments. He is still used on pro scene. Right now he will be still used on pro scene. Nothing much about Chip. Kimi, that debuff of Kimi didn't change anything. She is still dominating mid lane. And CC, again, didn't change anything about CC. She is still dominating XP lane and dealing a lot of damage in fights. Now let's talk about what is meta right now. I will tell for each lane what are meta heroes right now and what you should ban or pick. So let's start with jungle. The meta in jungle is still the same. Lancelot, Yisanshin, Fredrin, Baxia, Hayabusa, Joy, Aemon are still most OP junglers. Right now, the meta in jungle didn't change at all. Of course, you should not pick Fredrin and Baxia if you are playing solo, because you probably will not have reliable teammates. Gold lane, still the same meta. Van, Granger, Iritel, Moscow. Just right now there is Obsidia. And Harris, don't forget about him. Again, nothing changed about gold lane. Rome, Angela, worst ban hero, just like Obsidia, by the way. Meta is still the same, the same on Rome. So there is Cho, there is Matilda, there is Bedang, Gatatkacha. All these heroes are still meta for Rome. There is also Khalid, which is good right now because you can go into jungle, take level 2, just like I showed in my video earlier. So such an invasive heroes are right now okay. If damage roams will be OP right now, I don't think so, because you sacrifice front lane, you sacrifice some initiation just to pick another damage hero, which is bad. So I don't think even with dire hit adjustments and this roam adjustments, damage roams will not become a thing. XP lane, everything is still the same, only Alice a little bit there. But XP lane still OP. Phobius, CC, Lapu Lapu, and like Bedang, whatever. All these heroes are still OP on XP lane. Pick normal heroes for XP lane so you can tank for your team and be useful. What lane I forgot? Mid lane. Nothing changed about mid lane. Still Kimi, still Farsa, still Zuxin, Zetian, Zask sometimes, to counter Hayabusa maybe. So meta is almost the same. Maybe, by the way, Angela mid lane will be a thing. So not only Rome Angela, but mid lane Angela will also be picked. So ban Angela, or you can pick her into mid lane. And that's all I can tell you about this patch. If you have any questions, guys, write them in comments. If they're not gonna be stupid, I will answer them. Even if they're stupid, still write them. I will read, I will laugh a bit, okay? So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I will do My next video will probably be subscriber game analysis or gay analysis. Or it's gonna be some Link solo gameplay video. So yeah, follow me. I will teach you jungle a little bit. Bye.